Hey everyone, I just wanted to show off. I'm recording this at almost midnight, the night before you were watching this, but I started playing about 20 minutes of this new Ubisoft game called Grow Home, this downloadable only weird little thing made by Reflections, the creator of the Driver series that did the driving stuff in Watch Dogs, and they put out this little $7.99 dinky little climbing, gardening, crazy thing. I have to show it to you. I got 20 minutes into it, and I just I have to go to the computer. I have to record me playing it. I have to let more people know about Grow Home. It is just, it scratches a lot of itches in the kinds of games I like to play, and so I immediately just, like I said, I just had to boot it up, grab a PBR, and let you guys know what is going on. So Grow Home, your little robot. Name is Bud. Botanical unit of something. I forget. They came up with an acronym. There was one where it made sense. But so you're this little dude. Look at him. He's pretty cute. Can I get him to look at the screen? Hey, buddy. Hey, look at him. My name is Bud, and I'm walking at the screen. So in Grow Home, you can. So this is what I love about it. I love climbing on things. I'm a huge platforming fan. You can climb on anything in this game. You see that cactus? What up, cactus? What? I'm climbing on it. So you can see I've got blue, red. If I let go of the right trigger, let go of the left trigger, well, now I've suddenly fallen. I can jump around, but literally, as I make my way through the environment, I kind of just have to throw myself off here. Kind of grab myself back on. And you don't have to worry about it too much. You can just literally alternate between the triggers, and you will very quickly make your way up whatever thing you're looking at. So you're kind of put on this planet, and you're trying to make your way really high up. You can see like the scale of this game is enormous. And what you're trying to do, well, other than just getting up there, is collecting like these little crystals. And as you collect crystals, you'll see here, so we've got 40% of the crystals so far, and that means I've unlocked 2 of the sort of abilities for my little creature, my little robot friend. So at the first set of abilities, I don't know if it was 10 or 20, but yeah, anyway, it goes along as you progress. I was able to jump, and then I got the ability with the second one, that camera one. If I do this, I can now have a much wider view of what's going on, which is really useful for when you're looking for the little crystal things. So make my way up. I can just really, well, making my climbing skills sound more impressive than they actually are. But you can see I can really quickly navigate through the world. It's a little bit awkward. I mean, this was originally announced as an internal experimentation game that I don't know if they were messing around with like new forms of climbing in the game, or you know, they could possibly be used in different games. But I really like the way this game lets you just sort of fudge your way through the world. And what I mean by that is that there's clearly stuff you're supposed to do, but the game lets you figure it out as you go along. And you can kind of make your way around in the world in ways that perhaps were not necessarily directed by the developers, but is allowed by the developers because of the mechanics that they produced. So I just found this new leaf, and this is literally where I said I have to turn this off and start showing people this. Okay, well, it wasn't that. Hold on. There we go. So I get up here, grab him on for dear life. And I'm trying to get over there. So I got my guy. We're climbing along. We're moving our way over. And if I hold X to grow, oh, I want to use that to get over to that island, which now allows me to climb over here. So we've got 2 of 4 of those. Star plan is up to 120. So I think actually maybe the objective is to get that thing up to back up to my ship, which is somewhere up there. I feel like maybe it's that little kind of red glowy thing. Not sure. I think that also might be the checkpoints. You can also collect like plants. So I can grab this, and if I hit Y, I can take it out. Heck, I'm not quite sure what they're for yet. Like that part's not clear. I can hit Y over and over and put them away, but you hear that little jingle, and the jingle means these little crystals in here. So I get over there, grab a crystal. 15, which means I have now. I haven't leveled up, but I've moved my way up towards leveling up. And I can see that I've got another checkpoint over there. And the checkpoints aren't really checkpoints in the sense of like you die or anything like that. It's more along the lines of that you can warp along the world. I assume you'll get abilities that let you maybe find new crystals and things like that. It's one of the things I like to do. So you can kind of just... Oh, that didn't work. Grab! Nope. Oh, it's a fall flower. That's what that does. Okay, well, what I could have done was look underneath there and see if there were any crystals for me to investigate. I think I killed myself. I think I died. Sorry, buddy. Or bud. As the case may be. Alright, let's work way back up there. Okay. So I guess look at that. It looks like I appear to have lost a life. So maybe that plant that I had used to break my fall is actually a plant. I can hear more of those crystals, which means there's more of them around here that I haven't found yet. When you go to the checkpoints, you can actually see vaguely, because I think that's what the map represents, that you have different crystals that you haven't found yet in the area. Part of what I really enjoyed about the Assassin's Creed series was the freeform running. Was just this idea that this huge environment is around you, and don't worry about it. We're just going to let you figure out. We're going to let you get around the way that you would want to get around. We're not going to worry about the way that games normally limit you in getting around. We're going to make sure that the game enables you to have a great time. If you want to get there, you're going to be able to get there. And even Assassin's Creed doesn't totally get it right. And part of what I love about Grow Home is that it ditches this idea that like, well, look, like you can see like the character clipping through the environment, and the game doesn't seem to worry about that too much. It just sort of says, it's fine that he's clipping. Don't worry about it. It's just that's kind of the nature of it. All right, so if I grab my hand out of this, I can slide this down. Go over to the next one. Slide this down. This should unlock the next checkpoint, or rather warp point, that allows my character to get around the world a little bit easier. So what that does is now it means that I can kind of freely screw around over on that ledge over there. If I want to try and find a crystal, I don't have to worry about the fact that I'm going to fall all the way to the ground. So you see I'll kind of come up here. Why not? So you can see there's little options over there. Alright, let's jump over here. I'm going to go ahead and grab that crystal. Hey, buddy. And there's something hypnotizing about the way the game even communicates the fact that there are hidden crystals around you. The idea that you know they're there. You're not quite sure where, but the game is communicating to you, hey, there's something hidden in this world. You should probably look for it. And goddamn, that is so gorgeous. There's so much I fucking like about this game. I am sorry. I am just in awe at so many parts of it. I just love that I can just do this. Just grab on, not worry about, oh, did I grab the ledge? Did I grab the right ledge? Did I hit the wrong button? I've got left trigger, right trigger, and that's it. It's like the equivalent of like point and shoot in a first-person shooter. It is all I've got to worry about. I kind of get onto a platform. Oh. Grab. Don't worry. I'm going to try and get up to the top here and then zoom out. Just enormous. Great looking game. There's not a lot of detail, but the detail is, the lack of detail is this aesthetic choice that really just, fantastic. It looks like a high-res PS1 game in a weird way. I don't know. Grab the flower on a star shoot and connect it to an energy rock. What does that mean? Grab the red flower on a star shoot and grab it to an energy rock. Mom. Whoa. Oh, it's that thing. Okay, let's grab one of those. Let's work our way back up to one of those little areas. And you can actually move pretty quickly, which is really nice. .204. Oh, okay. So I need to do all of these, is what the game is saying. Okay. I'll grab this. Oh no. And we're making our way there. And we're going to this little platform, and I'm gonna have a new place to explore. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be higher than ever. 124. I believe you have to get to 2,000 in order to sort of complete the game. 16. 19. Ooh, I definitely want to see what happens when I unlock a new power. Can I grab that? If I grab it with both hands. So the next one is same area over. Oh, it's okay. I see. So I can actually like do something like this. Gosh. Oh. That's not what I meant to do. Well, that's sort of what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Make my way over here. Oh my god, gorgeous. Oh, I love it. Oh. Oh, what, I barely made it. Hell yeah. We'll slowly climb our way over. Oh, we'll grow this thing over to this other side. Oh my god. There are many games that bring me just like pure joy, and it's rare when you find a game like that where you feel in sync with what the game is trying to accomplish, what the game wants to express, and how you feel about it, or what you enjoy about games. And this is absolutely one of those games that I'm gonna treasure, because I mean, it could get terrible. I'm not gonna say the game couldn't get bad at some point, but like these early moments, it's just, again, it's why I wanted to get on here and just kind of shout it from the rooftops. It's like, I feel like no one's gonna play this game. I want to tell you guys how much I love it so much, because I gotta feel like there's other people out there that dig this kind of stuff as much as me. This is sort of like free form movement that allows us a level of player expression. Oh, engage with A while jumping. Oh, I have a jetpack now. Oh my god. Oh, I love it. Okay. Alright, so now I guess, am I trying to get up there? See, now look at, there's like all those little crystals hidden underneath. The next upgrade does not come till 40, which means it's got a lot of exploring to do before that happens. Like, let's see what happens here. Oh, that didn't work. I guess I needed to grab another. Does that mean I'm down 2? Let's see what the back of my backpack says. Maybe that's just with this thing. Okay, so that's only reflective of this. So if I grab this, ching. Now that's that. Alright, so you actually don't actually have lives or anything goofy like that. You just have to worry about... Alright, so my jetpack can kind of help me get across areas, but it's not going to help save me if I've got sort of a free fall already in place. Alright, so now we just gotta move our way up. There's a bunch of... I don't know what that noise is. I assume the noise must be this plant that I'm helping grow. Watch, we're gonna find out at the end that we're part of some horribly evil corporation that's terraforming a planet. I choose not to believe. I choose to believe this is all altruistic and trying to help everyone. Oh man, I'm gonna get all the way up here, and then we are gonna parachute down before I stop my look at this. Oh, grab it. Okay. So it's, you know, it's as you can see here, as my friend Bud here acts a little bit clumsy, that it can be a little imprecise in a way that, like, frustrating is definitely not the word, because fuck in my experience so far, at least, that is not my feeling even when things go wrong. Although I have to admit, this is like the largest scale object that I have dealt with so far, and this is definitely the most that I have missed certain bits that I've wanted to climb. But it also could be that I'm just, you know, I'm moving a little bit faster because I'm trying to get where I'm going, as opposed to because you can kind of, if you see, so if I let go, I can line up my shots. As much as you can call lining up your climb shot. So if you're a little more particular about it, let's see. Oh, that's exactly what I didn't want to do. So I can take that, bring myself over there. Let's see if we can just get up to the top there. I'm not going to worry about grabbing all the crystals because the next upgrade comes at 40. Alright, so if I grab that, then I've got a brand new recharge. So let's see, so if I head up there, I'm pretty much just trying to get up to the top. And then basically once you get to the top, then you can kind of work your way around the mountain. Because you know, what's kind of happening here is I'm worrying too much about trying to find crystals for a section that probably, once I get to the top, I will have the ability to checkpoint. So it'll make it a lot easier to deal with. So let's just worry about doing that. And you can kind of fudge it like I'm doing here. Just kind of move back and forth, and your guy just kind of moves up. As long as you've got kind of an obvious place to go. But you can see, like, this is like where the first non-obvious places kind of come into play. But as long as you're holding one of your arms in place, I really truly feel like I'm scaling a mountain now. Now I want this. Oh, okay. Well, I felt like I was holding both that time. But I guess you have to actually make sure the game has given you confirmation, right? So confirmation comes from the circle. Just because your hand is there doesn't mean that the game is acknowledging a grip. So a grip comes from a circle. I'm going to assume that you can't lose that grip. That seems like that'd be odd. It seems like the circle is when it says, okay, I have found a spot on the geometry. I'm going to let you sally forth. And I can see I can move kind of left to right. This is like a much more careful, deliberate planning. Ooh, what's inside here? Oh my gosh. How cool is this? I feel like I found like a secret area. Hey buddy, can I pick you up? No, I'll just leave you alone. That's fine. That makes more sense anyway. Grab that crystal. What other crystals we got going on here? We got one up there. This reminds me of... There's kind of a game that it brings to mind, but the specific one is kind of escaping me. But I don't know. Maybe it is kind of Ubisoft design philosophy in general. Because if you look at all of their games, they definitely, you know, they don't have the same. In the same way that a lot of the games have towers that unlock, you know, sort of map areas. It feels like often they have an obsession with allowing the player to get around. Like traversal is something that is super important to a lot of Ubisoft games, whether it's happening through whether it's happening through like cars, getting around an environment, or whether it's happening through something like this where you are like climbing, or Assassin's Creed in which you are also climbing, but a different kind of climbing. Although I guess in Far Cry 4, you know, given where it's set, you are kind of actually climbing a lot. Although I haven't actually been able to get Far Cry 4 to run on my PC very well. The scripting does not work, which I know sounds bizarre and maybe sounds sort of a very gamey term or a very technical term. How am I gonna be able to? I guess I gotta go all the way up and make my way around. But the scripting in Far Cry 4 for me, for example, when I'm facing a set of enemies, like, you know, a lot of games you are facing waves of enemies, and then you face another wave of enemies. But what if that next wave of enemies never showed up? That's essentially what happens to me in Far Cry 4 all the time. Oh, yeah. Feels good, baby. Look at this. Slowly working my way down. Grip. 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 That is so satisfying. I cannot even tell you how excited I am about what I just did right there. That is just this combination of player intent, game mechanics, all coming through to allow the player to do something completely wild and weird. And I did all while talking to you at the same time and explaining what I was doing. That's not you being good at video games. That is games allowing you to easily express yourself through what it allows you to do, and it shows the fluidity of the mechanics. Like that's really what I find so impressive about this little experiment, and I can't tell how much of it is related to the game just sort of... Oh, there's a little checkpoint area there. The game sort of saying like, we're not too worried about what you're doing or whether the game looks a little funky while you're doing it, because I think so many games get hung up on looking 100% polished, and by looking 100% polished, they don't allow themselves to be flexible for the player. And this game allows itself to be flexible for the player. Okay, I'm going to save this and then do exactly what I want to do. So knock that down. Oh, I guess I can do that, huh? Bring that down with one hand. Bring this down with the other hand. That is now officially a checkpoint. Hello. I'm going to ride this up even though that's not what you're supposed to do. But I can grab this anyway, even though it's not. It doesn't seem to be an object you're supposed to care about. Okay. Officially up there. Alright, we're going to jump to the top of that little green section over there. That is going to be our launching pad down to where we started. So it seems like a little bit of the trick here is not getting too anxious, waiting till you hear that you can hear it. It's that little clink, clink. So when you actually are looking for the surface you want to get to, you don't hear a clink. As soon as it's attached, you hear a clink. So you just want to move as the clinks come into place, which allows you to be a little bit off place, but still getting to where you're going. Okay, here we are. That beach down there is where we started. Okay, get out of your little hole, buddy. And now, that's where we're going. You can see a brand new crazy area up there. There's another checkpoint up there with a little red. Still not anywhere near close to my spaceship, but it's somewhere up there. Now we're going to float down. And that is Grow Home. It is $7.99. It is out now, only on the PC. Hopefully they'll put it on other things. It's just a gorgeous looking game. A ton of fun to play. And it's just one that makes me genuinely happy. There aren't many games that make me genuinely happy. And I don't mean that to be like a depressing thing. It's just not something that happens very often. And this game makes me happy. So hopefully it's a game that you dig too. I'd like to apologize to Bud there for the tough landing. But that is Grow Home. It is $7.99 out on Steam now. Hope you enjoyed this look at Grow Home, because I'm going to turn this off and keep playing. So say bye to Bud and say bye to me.